Good morning, everyone. This is Rivka. We are playing some more Final Fantasy Tactics. Today, we are heading to the city of Zaland and meeting one of my favorite characters in this game. I didn't end up doing too much. We did a little bit of buying. We're gonna move Ramza up here. We just switched Rolf over to Thief.
Of course.
I decided to leave Sandra on Archer for this fight. And we actually changed Jaquette over to White Mage. The main reason for that is we had enough JP on Black Mage for now, and we've already unlocked Summoner. I feel like having somebody start up the White Mage tree is good. And Jaquette is actually already in pretty good shape for that. Plus, if we can get up to Oracle, that's going to give a lot of new options as far as status effects go.
It's time.
It's something.
You've nowhere left to run. All we want is the stone. We needn't take your life.
What stone? I have no stone.
Do not play the fool with me, Mustadio. Do you forget that we hold your father? It's simple. Give us the aura sight, and your father lives. Have it your way, then. Seize him!
I have a message for your keeper, Ludovic. Tell him that if he lays so much as a finger on my father, he'll never see the aura sight again.
What trouble is this? I think that man is being chased.
We cannot stand by and watch.
What they will do to him. We cannot stand by and watch. We must help him.
So, one of the big problems with this is that Mustadio doesn't cooperate with us. He's going to stay out front. This is the problem with a lot of rescue missions in this game. So, one of the big things we need to do is make sure that we're also putting ourselves in position, as silly as that might seem. We'll just wait. Sure. All of these spells are going 11, which is after everybody else goes. So we're not really going to be able to have a good option here. Let me double check here. Can this guy actually climb? No. Okay. So, given that he can't actually climb up to any of my characters, we're going to go Thundara. Never mind. I'm gonna go all out and we're just gonna Thundaga then. I want to get the kill. So the big thing here is, even if he moves closer, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. And if any enemies stand next to him, they're in trouble. So it forces some spacing. He's gonna chuck a fire over at Mustadio. That's fine. They're casting fire back on us, I believe, by Raga. Okay, that guy needs to go. And quick. But Args goes off before theirs.
Here I go.
With the archers in play, we did end up getting one other thing. Okay, before we get too far. So this is fire on that square. Aim +2 on this square. He has a counterattack ability now called Nature's Wrath, which should counterattack off this, potentially. Thandaga is going to finish that guy off. Bairaga is on... It's on a tile. Excellent. And I did want to double check. Thandaga is not going to reach on top of the wall. Okay. I don't suppose he can get... He can just get over the wall, but then he's standing on the Thandaga, so probably not the best plan. I think we go here. And we're just gonna Tailwind Mustadio. If he ends up getting his turn bumped up before that fire goes off, which he didn't, but it was worth trying. Was hoping that was potentially going to do more, but that's okay. We'll get a hit. Now we hope that Mustadio doesn't take too much damage. Nature's Wrath. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but it has the potential to add status effects, and it can counterattack at range, which is the important part there. This is the scary one. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of figured that was what was going to happen there. We'll just head down here and Phoenix down quick. Mustadio is going to stay where he is, kind of, and just attack. And hit nobody.
No turning back. Where to?
I'm assuming... Holy crap.
Come then.
Okay, okay. I'll take a protect. Yeah. It didn't hit, but we'll take it. Like, it's better than nothing, I suppose. I mean, I guess it literally is nothing, so I don't know that it's better than nothing. Second Firaga. Interesting. Okay, so we need to focus down that mage.
My turn.
I wish I had timing on this, but I don't, so we're just gonna risk it. I'm gonna do this just in case, I guess. If Ramza doesn't come down fast enough, immobilize. There we go.
Death or glory. I shan't fall here.
So the Firaga is now going to hit their own guy at least, which is better than just us.
So sorry.
I must grow strong.
So I've never really used Dragoon much because of that one factor right there. It is obnoxious because you never know what it's going to do. It doesn't show up the same way that other classes do on the tracker as far as being able to time things. And that's always bothered me. Okay, 55. We can't quite kill here. So we're gonna just let her go. Now, the cool part here is she can't move because of Immobilize, which means that we can still target her with very little potential issues.
Where to then?
That's probably gonna drop Sandra. That's fine. I didn't think about that being an option. Okay, she's gonna do raise, I'm sure. Or I assume, I guess.
Here I go.
I must concentrate.
One of the cool things with Dragoon is that they get reach of 2 squares. So Ramza here is able to poke that unit
Right then.
from more than 1 square away.
No, not yet.
By the way, if you didn't catch that yet, Mustadio has a gun.
My time is
Which is definitely a major factor on why he is one of my favorite characters to use in this game. So if I go down here, I can resurrect Sandra. And both of these knights are just going to get to go right away and murder her. So I think instead we high potion. And go off to the side,
only one thing for it.
away from the knights. Looks like they don't have Phoenix down on their knight, at least, which is something. Was not expecting that there. They're going to probably then double up on my white mage.
Come then.
Agrias, you're one of the only people with raise that might take precedent.
Here I go.
That was a parry on Thundaga. Percentages suck sometimes.
Getting stronger. Better end this quickly.
Denise.
Come on.
That'll kill. It's just a matter of whether it goes first. I'll risk it. We're not going to leave Ramzan Dragoon long because of exactly this. You don't have a sense of how long they're going to be, and so if she moves, we just don't hit anything, and he's screwed. And I just realized I can't reach either of the people who need healing. So we may actually be in trouble here. He doesn't have counter, so I'll go ahead and attack. That'll at least get me closer.
Where to begin?
We are out of MP. Or almost out of MP. Oh, wait, it did put Ramza on there now. I didn't see it last time, and it didn't show as a preview. I'm not sure how that works.
Over.
Hopefully that is a turning point.
You had this coming.
How to proceed? You will stand once more.
I mean, the good news is, by having this take a little bit longer with this one enemy unit left, there's a good chance we're going to be able to farm at least a few of these crystals. So, Ramza gets, or when you take an enemy's crystal, you get a bunch of random abilities from them. In this particular case, Ramza is going to get Fire, Thunder Blizzard, High Potion, Cure, and Protect. Stuff from 3 classes. We will definitely take that.
What to do? Four.
Oh, she didn't have enough. Agrius? Is that
My time is now.
the only way you could have done that? It probably was, or she wouldn't have done it that way, but that's okay.
I don't understand.
Are you all right?
I should be, yes. Thank you. You saved my life.
Good job, Ramza. Maybe I will use Dragoon a little bit more. Not a ton, but yeah.
They're street dogs, running for the Bart Trading Company.
That's the company led by the Viscount of the same name. Ludovic Bart, yes?
Oh, then you've heard of them. But they're no ordinary traders. That business is only a front for more lucrative pursuits. Opium smuggling, slave trading, all manner of vile things on a grand scale.
What did you do to draw the attention of such as they?
I'm a machinist. Do you know the history of my trade?
Machinists claim the ruins of a lost civilization lie buried beneath the streets of the clockwork city of Gorg. Relics from the age of Saint Ajora, when airships numerous beyond counting filled the skies, and men of iron walked city streets. But the art of crafting such things was lost, if it ever truly existed.
But it did exist. Fantastical though it may seem, it was all very real. The ground beneath Gorg holds the hulks of airships and 1,000 fragments of machines the gods alone know the workings of. A machinist toils to restore this lost legacy, to see these marvels of old brought to life again.
The device you used during the battle, is that one of the machines unearthed in Gorg?
What, this? This is a weapon called a pistol. It uses an explosive powder to propel a metal projectile toward its target. This one is of simple make. There were once pistols said to fire projectiles infused with magics.
Curious indeed.
So, why do these hounds of the Bart Trading Company chase after you?
Just now you said you were going to Lionel to see Cardinal Delacroix. The Cardinal is a hero who fought in the 50 Years' War. To this day, the people of Lionel honor him as such.
Mustadio, you're not answering the question.
They believe he is the only man who can keep the realm from descending into chaos. The Cardinal will receive you, hear your plea, and the Princess will be safe.
And what is it you want?
To go with you. I have my own reason for wanting to speak with him.
Dodging the question.
To save my father. He is held prisoner. The Cardinal is my only hope to free him. Alone, I am just another machinist. The Cardinal would never see me. That's why I would join you.
You still haven't answered my question.
Yep.
Why is the Bart Trading Company so interested in you?
I cannot tell you. Not now.
Then you remain here.
No. I must see the Cardinal. You must trust me, please.
Very well then. You will come with us.
You mean it? Thank you, my lady.
You stand before the princess.
Oh,
There is no need. You may rise.
Then it's settled. Consider yourself fortunate Her Highness spoke for you.
Currently guest character. Quickly becomes one of my favorites. There is a big thing.
Lionel Castle, Highness. Do you see it? Just beyond those mountains.
We still have a long journey ahead. Do you think Cardinal Delacroix will aid us?
The Cardinal is said to be a man with utmost devotion to the crown. Even amid this turmoil, he has held the middle ground, siding with neither Duke Larg nor Duke Goltana. I do not think him a man to sully his honor by handing you over to either side.
I pray you are right.
He also has the ear of High Confessor Marcel. A word from the Cardinal, and the Church itself will take you under its protection.
Would that I were born no princess.
Milady.
My entire life has been spent behind sacred walls. The only sky I've known, hemmed in by slate and stone.
So here we see the other side. Once again, this privilege factor and trying to avoid responsibility to some extent. You know, great power, great responsibility. That we had a little bit of with Argath and Ramza and Delita at the end of chapter 1. But hers is more serious than that because she doesn't currently have any actual power. So it's all responsibility, no power. She is in danger. She is being used as a tool by in this conflict, but doesn't actually have authority for herself at this time.
Did you know? Before I was sent to Auban, I was in another monastery. When I heard I was to be the adopted daughter of my late brother, and after, ever in a monastery. It's not been such a bad life, I suppose. Only knowing that good people die for no more reason than that I am the princess. It's almost more than I can bear.
Highness, you must not blame yourself. The fault lies with those who would use you for their own ends.
There was another girl at Auban. She told me she too had lived her entire life within monastery halls. We laughed that we should share so strange a fate. A funny thing to laugh at, don't you think? She was my only true friend. Alas, I have not seen her since she departed the monastery shortly before I did. I pray she is well.
You speak of Lady Alma, of House Beowulf.
So you know of her? But tell me, Agrius, what if Cardinal Delacroix makes to use me, like all the rest?
I do not believe he will, my lady.
Ramza! Where have you been? It's almost time to leave. I didn't think to find you here. What are you doing?
What news have you?
All is quiet. It would seem the northern sky hasn't reached Zarland for the time.
A friend once showed me how to do this, but I'm afraid I've never quite mastered it.
Call back to the scene we saw earlier.
Just like that. It's simple, you see.
Like this. It's really not so hard, is it?
Also want to mention, oh, new errands available, and that's a good confirmation. It will tell us when there are new errands available.
By all means.
Nothing new here.
May I help
Perfect.
you come back?
So it's going to be very straightforward, it looks like, about telling us when there's new stuff that are new outfitters available, new equipment available, new
Good day to you.
errands available.
Anything else I can help?
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll go ahead and take a look at that. I want to see. Yeah, we didn't end up getting much in the way of that, so it will be very good to get some additional JP on these three, just to continue rounding them out. My goal at this point is to get Rolf and Sandra up to... Wait, does Ramza have access to Samurai? Is that what I just saw? Does. We don't have any equipment for Samurai right now, but that's fun that it's ended up there. I just realized we have a ton of JP here too, which we can either... I was originally talking about doing steel weapon or steel accessory. I forgot about the fact that movement +2 and jump +2 are on thief as well, which can be very good.
What is it?
So right now I want to get enough to get... So Archer, we need her to get up to 4 on Archer and 5 on Thief. So we're quite a ways off right now. That is Dancer. Okay. And that's one of our end goals with her is going to be to get Dancer. Just because it is a female-only class, you can see there. So there is a class here that doesn't show up on the female characters, and a class here that doesn't show up on the male characters charts. And those are Bard and Dancer. Bard requires, or has a male character requirement and requires 5 in the 2 top classes. Dancer's the same, but for Geomancer and Dragoon. So neither of them are particularly good. They have their uses, but they're not like the best classes in the game, despite all the heavy requirements and limitations. But I always like to try and make sure I have one male character that's kind of magic geared and one female character that's a little bit more martial geared. Obviously, as we get further in the game, this is probably going to shift away from being Sandra and turn into like Agrias or somebody. There's several named NPC characters who with special classes that we could end up getting into that. But at the same time, why not Sandra, right? But yeah, we're still quite a ways off from that. The other thing I want to mention real quick here.
Yes.
Oh, I guess I haven't mentioned chocobos. So we have more chocobos than we did. And that's because we were walking around. It is that simple. When you have monsters in your party and you walk around, they multiply. We can continue doing that randomly and get all kinds of different chocobos. And there is a special skill you can get that will let you... I think it's under Squire, right? Beastmaster. That lets you unlock special abilities on monsters. So you can have Ramza stand next to a chocobo and they get a special ability that's like a 3rd spell on top of the 2 they normally get. Or 4th in the case of black chocobos. We're not going to use it a lot, but it's just a cool thing. And chocobos have very high movement, the ability to heal and the ability to, so they have an attack and a heal. Like, and they have counter. Wait, do they have counter? This doesn't seem to have counter, despite the fact that every enemy version of it has counter. Meh. Anyway, that was a bit rambly. The point was we are relatively close on Rolf, Sandra, and Jaquette being able to change classes again. So I'm going to go have the three of them do these 2 errands to get JP, switch their class, or so I can switch their classes over, and we will go from there. We'll pick back up next time. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.